derby being played up there on the front lines in the trenches. The Pack does not often get enough credit, and being a former offensive and defensive lineman myself, we know that first off, the game is won in the trenches, and they are doing a magnificent job blocking.
They are. They're really doing well. Somebody cheated. Dagny cheated. She's in the penalty box.
X-rated throwing a nice block there, just stalling Punk Pixie enough to the inside, steering her right into another Cleveland Steamers behind there. Great job blocking. We set you up once and we set you up twice. Margarita Mayhem providing the push that was just enough of a shove to propel Punk Pixie into the lead jam position for the rolling pinups. Great move, Margarita.
It was great. The line of green in the rolling pinups gave Pixie a push through, and Prim followed her right behind.
That's one thing. Don't get confused when you see hands being called on the opposing team. You know that they're not allowed to utilize maneuvers like that against the opposition, but darn near anything will go as far as your teammates. You can whip them, pull off jerseys. I've seen a couple of passes thrown that you wouldn't think would be possible due to the laws of physics, but that's why they train so hard in the off season. There really is no off season, especially with the travel teams, the B team, the Xanadonts making their way out, scrimmaging. It's a year-round endeavor to be involved, and I can't stress enough the athleticism and the time commitment that these girls make. It's amazing.
No, you're very right, and frankly, the improvements we've seen just from the March bout with the rookies is really telling. Oh, takeout down, X-rated down, Margarita Mayhem down. That was rough.
Mayhem and Extron X making their way back up into the mix there. Solid job up front of Blue, clearing the way for your lead jammer, Takeout.
Takeout has come through the Pack, and the Steamer line prevented Evolution from getting through cleanly. Good work by Bambi Hunter and Dita Von Bitch and Slambassador and the rest of the Steamers blockers.
That's right. If you want that lead jammer position, you definitely have to earn it. You gotta skate clean, stay in bounds, and commit no fouls on your way through in order to get that title out there.
Soul Leader took out Takeout, and someone else cheated.
Halo Chick looking like she may have thrown herself off there in an attempt to throw a great hit against, but nonetheless, a great blocking job by the Cleveland Steamers tonight. And you know what? The pinups ain't doing half bad neither. They've definitely stepped up their game from the last bout.
No, the pinups have played really well, especially since they're down 4 skaters in their rotation. It's been a really well-played bout so far.
That means extra conditioning on the part of everyone in there. They're going to have to get those lungs burning because they know they're going to be spending so much more time out there on the track. And we're winding down. It looks like this could actually be the last jam of this first period.
I'm glad you're keeping track. Again, this is a jam where the Pack is moving very quickly. We've got Professor Booty and Killustrator, and Killustrator has come through the Pack. She is your lead jammer.
Wall of Blue taking to the inside there. Taggart making a nice little move, checking over her shoulder, checking that 6 o'clock to see where her teammates were, looking to clear it up as X-Rated and Halo Chick are just providing a formidable opposition.
Right, and Rainbow. Yeah, the Steamer line, it seems like whatever team can establish that front line has really done a good job of keeping the opposing jammer back, and Killustrator just came through the Pack again.
Picking up the grand slam there.
And she calls it. Wow. That was great.
And that'll be it.
All right, can I get more of Reverend Jim in my headphone?
I still can't control just your voice. I can turn up the overall level, but...
No, don't. What's the score?
I don't know. Tank, you want to run over and get the official?
25-32.
You want to run over and get the official? Give us the update? with the
talk
mic?
to the official, or what do you want to do?
No, get the official score. And just give us the update. I'll pass it out to you and then call it back.
That was really impressive, Reverend Jim. That was a really well skated half by both teams.
Skating 101 being put into full effect as we stand here in the intermission. And Panic going out to check the board there. Panic, let's take it to you for a second. What is the official score at the end of our first period?
At the end of our first period, the official score is our Rolling Pinups 25 and the Cleveland Steamers 32.
Thank you, Panic.
7 points separate these two teams.
This was a very well skated half. It's interesting. It really we had early on the jammers getting a lot of penalties. Teams were scoring because the other jammer was in the penalty box.
You'll see that all day long if your fundamentals aren't solid. We saw that all day long in Cincinnati, and it nearly cost the very aggressive and higher ranked Cincinnati team the bout against our girls, as our girls went into the half 30 points behind. But because that rule, specifically that rule, was being breached, they were able to come back from the 30-point deficit, and I believe it reached a 17-point lead at one point because they couldn't keep their jammer out of the penalty box. It's going to cost you.
Right. The quickest way for you to score points against your opposition is to be the only jammer on the track. If your team can't score points, you can't score points.
That's the most sense you've made all evening, Ken. That sounds like one of my obvious lines. And speaking of my obvious lines, I haven't given you the point spread lines or the 4-1-1 on my predictions of the bout. And since it's a 7-point bout, we've already went underway. I'm not a betting man, but I will make this prediction yet again.
What is that, Reverend Jim?
The team with the most points will be victorious tonight.
That's probably going to be true again.
And you can take that to the bank.
You are the Reverend Jimmy the Greek of the roller derby circuit.
7 points, anybody's bout with about 7 minutes remaining. Go enjoy a cool, refreshing Pabst. And we'll be back in just a couple minutes. Shit, that helps. We can't see shit. I can't even see the fucking thing.
You will be allowed to bum rush the stage, but you are not allowed to bring your drink because we don't want you to spill your drink on the flat track.
That's right, absolutely no drinks on the track.
The drink is designed for skating. It's not a moat. This is not a Michael Phelps swimming exhibition. You are allowed to rock to Ha-Cha-Cha. You need to leave your drink at your seat.
And if you are seated trackside, let me remind you yet again, if you're just arriving, trackside seat is reserved for members of the audience, 18 or over only. If you see a girl coming your way, remember to lift your drink or beverage or popcorn or pizza or whatever. Girl falling your way, lift your stuff up.
Are we ready to go? And we're about to get this second half of the Rolling Pinups versus the Cleveland Steamers underway. Reverend Jim, it is anybody's bout.
That it is. And the big question is, will our lovely penalty mistress, the retired Cherry Venom, see more action in this second half? Panic, I believe you have a bit of an update from the sidelines from our head statistician. What did you find out?
Well, yes, Jim, I did go and talk with the stats crew and got the skaters' official stats, the individual stats at this point. And despite what you might think, the Pinups have only been to the box 2 times so far, and as you can see, they're down still by 7 points. The Steamers have